We actually, with this rule, they're showing you how to put certain protocols and standards and data and records in place so that if something happens, you can show on your end what did you do to make sure that you're following safe practices so that we can look more deep into that to see what the issue actually is. When we think about the McDonald's outbreak that happened in the fall, first they said, oh, it's the quarter pounder. And people said, oh, it's that patty. And the meat science people probably looked at us like, no, it's not. We have things in place, and McDonald's has their quality in place. And onions, which actually ended up being the source of contamination, according to both, onions can't make you sick. Onions can't carry pathogens. We starting to see that it can, so we probably need to look into onions too. So we saw it with a meal delivery company. We seeing it with this restaurant now. And so that's something we probably will be having conversations about this summer, about how do you, and maybe that restaurant will show up and say, here are the things we put in place, and this is how within 2 days we could track down what led to our contamination. And that just shows you that traceability is there to help and not harm.
Absolutely. And I agree. I've been involved with opening up some small entities that were food related and had, and labeling the lot and that information and the state agencies are really good to work with and really helpful and I think provide great information.
We actually sit in rooms, everybody, and say, I've sat in a room with inspectors and other extension people, and I've said, I'm tired of being their dream killer. Like, I don't want to stop you from doing what you want to do. You just want to make sure that you're doing it right. Because once you harm someone's family member, they are
Right.
not nice. I know.
No.
I told with the class that I was teaching one time, I feel like I had to come out of Dr. Coleman and show up as Shannon. And I told them, I said, if something happens to my mom and daddy, I'm going to take you. I'm going to take you and all your money. And one of my mentors came behind us and said, hey, I start going back and forth. And then the next year, he added to his lecture, you have to think about that these are people's family members. And I said
Absolutely.
the same thing. And you told me to stop busting back and forth.
No, it's so true. The stakes are high, and so it's important, but I think also realizing that the state regulations and the state agencies are there to help, and from my experience working with, like, food inspectors, I felt like I could call or email about anything, and they were just so responsive and so easy to work with and answered questions.
Yeah. And they can take you only so far. Like if you get to the point where they say, this is what I could tell you as it relates to the regulations. And when companies need a little bit more help, a lot of times the inspectors direct them to us in extension and outreach to respond to their requests. We don't got them to this point, Dr. Coleman. Can you help them now? Somebody else needs to explain to them why. Most of the time they have been very responsive to it. Some people want to do what they want to do, but I would say for us, I'm all about all of us working together and having a united front. And the inspectors ask us what we think, we ask them what they think, and then us responding the same way together to things is also helpful. So having those type of relationships are important as well.
Yeah. I would love to get your definition of innovation as we wrap this up.
My definition, when I think of innovation and the work that I do, is always looking at what can take it to the next level. So I'm always looking for, we done this, now where can we go next? And so you have, at that point, there's creativity and innovation that comes together to get the final product that you're looking for. But it's not just, I'm all about, if there's a certain rule, I'm a rule follower. I will follow said rule. But once we see that said rule is not making the impact that we're looking for, I'm always saying, how can we take this conversation to the next level to make sure that we're reaching the audience that we want to reach and giving them the information that they need? Those who have participated in my programs, they actually come back. And I may not know their name, but they go, I had so much fun with you the first time. I think let's do this again. And I think it's the innovation that I bring into the curriculum that helps them be able to use that and apply the information that is given to them.
Yeah. Oh, thank you for that definition. And I hope that you'll come back again, talk to us about other projects that you're doing or the progress of the ones that you're working on.
Yeah, we can talk about the videos and
Yeah.
do a collaboration with Swabo.
Oh, that would be cool.
Yeah, because they're doing excellent work. My graduate student actually found them and she brought it to the table. I said, do you want to bring it to the table to the team and
Yeah.
ask their opinion about should we work with them? And
Uh-huh.
she brought it to the table. The team agreed, and they have been excellent partners to work with. And they had all the things in place that we needed to do the work that we were trying to desire, the work we were doing.
I know this company, is it a company or organization that does curriculum development or?
It is part of university. So it's different faculty members from one of the faculty members started at Michigan State and Michigan State and Purdue. And the name of the organization is Swabo, but they get a lot of different contracts and grants working with faculty members to help develop different curriculums and videos
And we are. Oh, yeah. Oh,
in different languages. Yes.
oh, let's do it. That sounds great. That sounds great. Oh, again, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me. I can't believe I made it. And we got to laugh in my podcast because I was like, man, if it's going to be serious, but I cannot wait to watch our bloopers with our laughter.
Oh gosh. Yeah. There's always a lot of bloopers. So, to our audience, thank you for joining us again for another episode of the Innovation Insights podcast. We'll make sure that we have Dr. Coleman's information in the show notes so that you can connect with her. And I hope that this conversation has been inspiring in understanding the importance of the science of food and the impact in your life, and then how you can also be innovative in how you educate people and work in teams together to get work done. So if you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe, comment on the podcast. Don't forget to follow Dr. Coleman in her work. And please stay connected with us on all of our social media platforms. We're all over the place, or our website. And as always, thank you for tuning in and keep innovating, keep dreaming, and keep making a difference.